kitchen. I have a special guest host with me
Hello.
today. This is my cousin Sarah. She came to visit me, and we actually are going to be hosting a little paella party. And as part of any party, you've got to have cocktails, right?
Of course.
Of course. So we decided, because options, that we would come up with 3 different cocktails that you could serve at a paella party, either before, during, or after, or whenever you want. It doesn't really matter. And the common element in all of these cocktails is going to be Licor 43. So Licor 43 is a Spanish liqueur that is citrusy and heavily vanilla, and you have not tried this before, right?
I have not, no.
So I think you need to taste this because
I'm looking forward to it.
I know.
Yeah.
And you know, like, I really believe in like tasting all of your ingredients before you mix. So give it a little try.
It smells nice.
Yeah. It's what do you think?
Oh, that's delicious.
I think it's overwhelmingly a vanilla flavor, but there's definitely a lot of citrus in it.
Am I out of scope saying it kind of reminds me of like a Kahlua Di Serrona-y? Like, it's kind of like a rich,
Yeah.
like, it would be great for an after dinner drink. Any drink.
Yeah.
Really, but yeah.
And no, you're not, I don't think that's crazy to say at all, because like a Di Serrona or a Kahlua has the same like viscosity. It's like the same syrupy mouthfeel. So
and vanilla-y.
That makes a lot of sense. So first thing we're gonna do is sort of a spin on an Aperol spritz. So Aperol is an Italian aperitif, and I'll put a link to a video up here that I just did comparing Aperol to Campari. And they're really different. Like, they're both red, they're both Italian aperitifs. Did you drink this? Here, hold on. Yeah. Okay. Hit ya. Taste that.
All right. I've never had it on its own, so.
It's, well, I'll let you.
Oh, it's nice and, no, this is citrusy.
Yeah.
I like the Licor 43.
Yeah, so Aperol's kind of bitter. Hold on, let me taste.
It's good.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
But it's bitter.
It's bitter.
Yeah, so, but in a spritz format, so Aperol spritz is typically 2 ounces of Prosecco, ounce of Aperol, and soda, I want to say. That's it.
Yes.
What we're going to do is a little bit different than that. We are actually going to do, let's measure out. We're going to do 2 ounces of Aperol. And then instead of, I don't have any Prosecco on me. Also, like, don't get me wrong, I love champagne.
Yeah.
And Prosecco and Cava and all of those things. But like, I don't know, in cocktails, I think because I like Prosecco and Cava, I actually don't like it in cocktails. So for sweetness, instead of Prosecco, we're gonna use the Licor 43.
I think that would complement nice, yeah.
I think so too. So we're gonna do an ounce of this. And then, again, if you watched my Campari versus Aperol tasting, at the end of that, I kind of spontaneously put together a little spritz with grapefruit juice, and I really liked that. And I think you're gonna like that too.
It'll balance out the, well, it'll add to the acidity.
And it's like another, it's like bitter plus bitter.
Yeah.
All right, and let's top this with some soda, which I love. This little. You're gonna love that.
Okay.
I love that. All right, give that a taste.
Okay.
Usually I'm tasting.
Well, that's
I'm
what
a little
I'm here
jealous.
for.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. Yeah, that Licor 43 like transforms it.
Right. Give. Let me taste this. Let's see.
Oh, it has a nice aftertaste. It's
Oh
like
my
more
God,
complex.
that's so good. Yeah.
I like that.
Okay, so that's option 1 for, and I think that this would be, because we're working with an aperitif, this is a great like low ABV sipper during the day, maybe before dinner.
Breakfast.
Breakfast cocktails, honestly, brunch.
Yeah.
There.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I think it works. Okay, cocktail number 2. Let's move on, shall we? So for this one, we're gonna do a red sangria. And I know there's like a million different ways to make sangria. First thing you're gonna need, pitcher. Second thing you're gonna need, wine. We chose a Tempranillo from Spain, and like, I don't know enough about wine to get into the fine nuances of this wine.
No.
I like it, it's good. I would say.
It's a little bit lighter.
Yeah.
You may have to.
lighter.
I think it's a little bit lighter, yeah.
It's not as like heavy as a Malbec, I would
Yes.
say. My only advice to you when choosing a wine for a sangria would be choose something that you actually like drinking. Don't choose like, don't think because you're mixing it in a cocktail, like, I'm just going to choose the cheap wine. And cheap wine is okay if you like the flavor of it. So choose something that you like. My lovely assistant here is going to load fruit into our sangria. So for a sangria, you're going to want to add cut fruit. Today we are adding clementines. And we are adding cut pears. And what else are we putting in here? Strawberries and some blueberries. And really, like, any fruit you have is fine. Like, choose things that you like. If you like pineapple, put pineapple in. Choose what's in season, too, and what's local to you. And then, in addition to this, the thing that I'm most excited about is we made a simple syrup. So instead of just putting sugar in, made a simple syrup using tea. So we've infused this simple syrup with this magic butterfly herbal tea. And my friends at Plum Deluxe sent me tea. Thank you very much. And this just seemed like a really great format to try tea in a cocktail.
I'd say.
If you are familiar with Empress Gin, which is really famous for that blue color, this is the same herb, the same flower that goes into this tea. And it's like floral and lovely and just like really good. So I'm actually super psyched about this simple syrup. So we're actually going to put some Licor 43 in this because this is reminiscent. It's not as alcohol heavy as a cognac would be.
Yeah.
No, I love
Or
cognac.
brandy. Yeah.
Or brandy. And it has some sweetness to it. And a lot of people add like lemon lime soda and like tons and tons of sugar. And I'd rather my sugar come in the form of delicious liqueurs.
Yep.
Yeah. So we added 2 ounces of Licor 43. Let's go ahead. Why don't you pour the wine in?
Okay.
It's a good sound.
It is
Just
a great
emptying
sound.
a bottle. Nice. Boop.
Perfect.
Nice. All right. So now we've got this magic butterfly infused simple syrup, which I'm gonna put through a strainer as we're pouring it, as I'm measuring it out, just so I don't get the loose leaf tea in the sangria. Although I don't think it would be the worst thing in the world.
I don't think it would be the worst thing. We didn't think this one
Didn't
through.
think this through. Oh, Jesus.
Story of our life.
We're gonna take, if I'm eyeballing this, is about a quarter, 2/3 of a cup of simple syrup. Let's see how many. I'm gonna bet this is like 4 ounces. There's 2 ounces. I'm a filthy liar. This is gonna be like 6 ounces, and we're going all in. Woo!
Woo!
Oh! So messy.
Oh, I'm sure that's really good.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's really good. So ideally, you're gonna want to let this sit and let all of the sugars that are in the wine and the simple syrup and the Licor 43 sort of macerate that fruit. Yep. Oh my God.
Really good?
Yeah, taste that. It's really good.
Oh, that is good.
I know.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can taste the tea.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice addition there.
Ooh. For our final drink, I would suggest this as an after dinner drink. This is definitely dessert. And so we are going to be using a combination of Licor 43, shockingly, Mr. Black coffee liqueur, which if you've been with Savage Kitchen for a while, you know my love affair with Mr. Black. The Mr. Black is, so you've had Kahlua before.
Yes.
Yeah, so Mr. Black is not that. It's it's legitimately like, it tastes like delicious black coffee with a tiny bit of sweetness. And it has a vodka base instead of a rum base.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So it's like drinking black coffee.
That is good on its own. That's good on its own. Yeah.
I know you're very skeptical of this cocktail.
That is good.
I love the Mr. Black. My favorite cocktail that I've made with this is the Black Lavender Latte. Again, I'll put a link up there. But for this, we're gonna do, so the Licor 43, the Mr. Black, we're gonna do some cognac, and we're gonna do some sweetened condensed milk. This is loosely based on, I was Googling, asking the old interwebs about Spanish cocktails and like things literally coming from Spain. And I saw something using these ingredients, but I wasn't quite sure on the ratio, so we're gonna wing it. Into the shaker, normally I would stir down these ingredients, but with the sweetened condensed milk, it needs to be shaken to sort of emulsify everything. Okay, so let's start with our Liqueur 43. And we're going to do an ounce of this. So we're gonna go 2 ounces of Mr. Black. Don't be scared. Also, like if you would prefer a lower ABV cocktail, you could use black coffee. Like flavor profile wise.
That's true. It is very close to black coffee.
You think so? Like I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, ounce of cognac. So the real question is,
how much condensed milk? You do like
I'll take an ounce and a half.
That's what I was exactly. Yeah.
All right.
I think 2 would be too much. 1 not enough.
I agree. All right. No, I just poured 2. Guess what? We're doing 2.
That shit is lame.
Well, we won't worry about like, it'll be a little less than 2 because it's not all
sticks.
gonna. You wanna do the honors?
Yes.
Shake it up.
I love these shakers.
I know. Shake up there.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, we need a rock. You keep shaking.
A rock. Oh, yes.
Yes.
Right.
Okay, wait, get back on your side.
Oh, sorry.
Get back on your side. All right, you get to pour this one.
All right.
Ready?
Ooh, that looks lovely.
I know. There's also a lot of liquid. This is what happens when we wing it. But also, that's what happens when...
There's a big ice cube in there.
It's a big ice cube, and like, she shook for a long time, so the longer you shake, the more you dilute the ice in the shaker, adding to your liquid volume. So.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, I get to taste this
Yeah,
one
you get
first.
to taste that first.
Oh my god, it's so good. Like, wow.
Oh, that's nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's really nice. And it's not too heavy with the condensed milk.
Yeah, well, so shaking it also aerates the milk. And like, again, liquid volume wise, we added 1 ounce, 2 ounces, 1 ounce. So we had 4 ounces of our liqueurs, and then what do we do?
Like 1.7.
1.7-ish? Yeah. Wow, this is really good.
Really good. It's tasty.
You're gonna like this.
Yeah.
If you had to choose one of these cocktails, what would you choose and why? What direction are you going?
That's a hard choice.
Sorry. All right, let's rank them then.
Well, I think it fits perfectly in the sequence of events, right?
Okay, yeah.
This will be a nice opener drink. Once this fully like macerates and gets together, this will be lovely. And then this is a nice after dinner drink.
Yeah.
I would say, I think this is my favorite out of all of them, just because it's a little bit different, and I like, you know, creamy.
Definitely dessert.
Liqueur.
Like this cocktail is a dessert cocktail.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good.
I kind of feel the same way. We're gonna be cooking paella by the pool, and like I can
That's
definitely
gonna be perfect for that. Yeah.
Perfect. I think for dinner, I mean, I'm a big fan of just like a nice bottle of wine with dinner. But I think it is kind of fun. Yeah, a little sangria. And like I said, when you're choosing wine for sangria, choose something that you actually like drinking. Like, don't go dig out your bottle of Camus from the cellar, but like choose something that you would normally enjoy.
Right.
Yeah, because that is good.
And a little, unless you really like sweet drinks, a little on the drier, lighter side, so it can absorb the fruit and whatever liqueur you put in it and not take over the flavor profile.
100% agree.
Yeah.
That's really good advice. Yes. And then just, oh my God.
Yeah, that's very good. Yeah.
All right. Well, which one do you want to taste as we say goodbye?
I'll do this one.
All right, I'll do this one. Well, thank you for joining us. If you had fun with us, make sure you hit like, subscribe, all the YouTube-y things. And we'll see you next time on Savage Kitchen. Cheers.
Thanks for having me. Cheers. You know what would have been great if I had just stuck a straw in the sangria.